Right. Let's go with what it recommends. Oh, what was that? The new mode. Minimal HUD, there you go, HUD type, minimal. Simple, normal, off, minimal, so minimal. What else we got, what else we got, what else we got? 4K. Well, I think we're good, I think we're good, I think we're good. Steam, evening. So what should we do? Just earn your first medal training site. So learn and improve your skills for earn your first medal. Go on, let's entertain it, I think. Oh no, I thought it was going to throw me straight in. Let's go to the trains. All good here, Steam. All good here, buddy. Guided experience, jump straight in. Do I need to do any of the training? I don't think I do. We'll show up. Let's do training modules. I'm assuming with what I've got installed, it's just going to give me the new trains. I don't know. I don't know. I've knocked it down as well. Damn it! Don't go across the store. Yeah, I've knocked that down. Menu music. It's looking down to about 55. Let's see how these play out. If they play out pretty much start teaching me how to suck eggs, we'll just do a Why is it doing moving a train part 2? Did I come down a line? Did I?
In this module, you'll combine everything you learned from the moving a train, passenger operation.
Oh, hang on. Oh, West Coast Main Line instructions. I tell you what, let's just do this. Let's just get stuck into this. Is this the one we can run the 390 on?
Welcome to London Euston, located on the West Coast Main Line in the UK. The West Coast Main Line is one of the busiest mixed traffic routes in Europe and one of the most important railway lines in the UK. Looks like there's a route map missing. Fix that while you're here. There are more tasks to find. Be sure to apply the route maps, restock defibrillators, help delivery robots, and find football scarves.
Delivery robots.
Follow the markers to board the train
Oh,
before
says
departure.
don't run. No running. Jesus Christ, look at this here. Looks, pretty sweet this, all that draw distance and everything, all them trains in the station. Enter the carriage.
Take a seat. The train is just about to leave.
Rogan, good evening. So I take it I've got to wait. Oh, there we go. We're off.
The main West Coast Main Line, which started construction in 1837, stretches 399 miles from London to Glasgow. Including the additional lines that veer off to other major cities, the route mileage comes to a total of around 700 miles.
8 minutes after, why? Oh.
Initially, the line was not intended to be a single route, but was put together through a series of local lines that first created the North Western Railway in 1846, and finally merged together with the Caledonian Railway in 1923. The line's ownership has changed frequently over the years, most notably owned by London, Midland and Scottish Railway thanks to the Railways Act of 1921 that joined many railway companies together. In the 1950s, the railway was upgraded to have electrification and newer intercity services with speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, with most of the line having a top speed of 125 miles per hour. This train is a Class 350/1 electric multiple unit, manufactured between 2004 and 2014, and is part of the Desiro family. routes along the bustling four-track West Coast Main Line in Train Sim World. Dash through the complex layout of London Euston aboard the hard-working Class 350 and embark across the northwest corner of the capital to Milton Keynes with expresses and stoppers alike.
Well, as easy as that. And popped 2 trophies already. Should we just follow what it says, next training module, and then we'll get I'll look at some scenarios. So I've only got the base routes on this that come with this version. I've deleted all the other ones. Is that the right thing to do, Steam? Until when it officially comes out next week.
You'll be taken through the
Get all my old routes back.
Class 350/1 electric multiple unit. For this introduction, you'll be driving the train a short distance and performing passenger operations.
I think this is a training centre, Logan, while I learn this new train, I think.
Sit in the driver's seat. Set the master key to on. This electric multiple unit, or EMU, features dual electrification and can be used with both third rail and overhead electrification.
Press the battery on button. Press and hold the AC button for 2 seconds.
Set the pantograph switch to the up position. This will raise the third rail shoes to disconnect them and raise the pantograph to connect with the wires above, swapping the power collection from 750 volts DC third rail to the 25,000 volts AC overhead. Set the headlights to daylight to indicate to others that this train is operational.
Which doors? The right. They are loading, aren't they? Yeah, they are, yeah. Yeah, I did, Rogan, yeah.
Set the reverser to forward. This controls the direction of travel.
Oh, I think I need to change them units. Hang on. Wait, let me do it now. Where did you do the units? Are we metric? UK? For things like miles an hour? No, that doesn't change it.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small amount of braking force by moving the combined power brake handle into the braking range. You're approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force by moving the combined power brake handle into the braking range.
God, it's a bit squeaky, isn't it?
Nice job. Close the doors and drive.
Oh, interrupted him. Do you know, Sharky's posted in Discord about me beating the tiger? I haven't put anything in Discord yet about beating the tiger, but I obviously have, because of, well, I say I obviously have. I've kind of beat the tiger. I can't remember if I posted anything in Discord about how that area is a lot bigger than we think it is. But I must have had upwards of about 40 attempts at that tiger. And my lad walked past me, saw me struggling, said, "Give me a go. Go on then. You crap at these kind of games, though. You gave up on Elden Ring. You gave Elden Ring a shot, and you turned around and said, no, Dark Souls kind of games are not for you." But he saw me struggling with this tiger. It was gives a go. So I gave him the pad. He got yourself accustomed to the controls, what buttons did what combos did what, how you use your them powers and stuff that you got, your abilities and your skills and all that kind of malarkey. And after about his fourth go, he says, "Go upstairs and get me my gloves." He wears these gloves that help him grip his controller, stop his hands sweating. Some kind of weird pro gamer gloves. Makes him think he's good at games. He put the gloves on, and he did it first go. So he did the tiger for me. And he did it first go, and he put the gloves on. So I obviously progressed on through that map, through that area, and it's just insane
That concludes
how big it
all
is.
the basics of operating this train.
I'll confess next time I see him, I'll tell him. I don't mind. At the end of the day, it was driving me batty. I honestly, with some of the bosses in that game, I've always got the health pretty low, and then he's battered me, and I'm right. Next time I'll have him. I almost had him then. I don't think I ever got his health lower than about 75, 60%. Honestly, I was struggling with him like you wouldn't believe. And I watched my lad do it, and it's all about, he's got young, nimble fingers, unlike me, with my fat thumbs and stuff. And he was getting his, I was watching him, and he was timing his dodges. It's alright, that thing up there's just put me off. Knocked me off my train of thought then. No pun intended, train of thought. But it says play Trains and Wheel 5 on PlayStation at the top of the screen. How bizarre is that? What kind of weird message is that? Newsflash, I am. 372 introduction. I've done most of these. I think, right, I'm just gonna get stuck in to a scenario. Because the scenarios, they talk you through them anyway, don't they? So like I don't think they put you in without holding your hand. So choose a route. Let's go mainland. Is that 8 scenarios? That's not bad. Modules complete. I've done the training module. And then there's a load of timetables, obviously. So scenario. So that's the 390, the one everybody was saying was a bit naughty, how they hid it behind the paywall of needing to get the deluxe. Let's see. The routes that it come with are what you can see there. And I'm a bit baffled. Because I'm pretty sure those two, that one there, the Frankfurt, is new. The West Coast Main Line is new. But I'm sure we've had them. Or whether they are some kind of revision. Cajon Pass and San Bernardino. I'm sure we've had them in the last version of the game, unless they are, like I say, revisions with new scenarios and new things. That was the only thing that was bugging me. And then in terms of the trains, with the deluxe, I think you get this Flix train. Pretty sure that is part of the deluxe. I'd have to read up on now that I've got it in front of me here. I'd have to try and do a comparison of the screenshot of what it tells you the content is, but I'm pretty sure that Vetron is part of the deluxe, and I'm very sure that the 390 that is part of the deluxe, and that is the one I think that everybody was getting a bit annoyed about, how they hid it behind the paywall of you needing to get the deluxe. But yeah, I'm not quite sure why we've got Cajon Pass again. But there's this, I don't think we're going to have it in the game yet, but they've done a thing called route hopping, haven't they? Which I had to watch a video on last night to see how it worked, to get a rough idea what it was all about. And route hopping is essentially like where you can be working on one route, and if there's another route, if another route is actually connected to that route, you can walk through a portal and pretty much seamlessly be in on the next route with all the same weather provisions or weather conditions, not provisions, weather conditions exactly the same as what they were. So I quite want to look at this Flix train a bit later on, but for now, let's have a look at the West Coast Main Line scenario. So this scenario is 1 hour and 10 minutes. 1 hour and 10 minutes for one scenario. Wow. So what's it say? Hi. I need to kill that music again. That seems to have gone dead loud in my headset. I got it down to 55%. Jesus. Gets a little bit kind of like overpowering in my headset, that. So I can find out where these thingies are. Measurement units, metric. Where's speed units then? Grading units are automatic. Where's speed? Or are we Imperial? Try Imperial. Got Football Frenzy, and we got this one that's an hour and 10. So a high priority midday service into London has suddenly found itself without a driver, and you're the only driver qualified to operate the Class 350. To prevent travel disruption, you've been asked to leave your current service. I can't move that up and down to read the rest of it. Let's just start. So how probably made it there we go. Is you being asked to leave your current service at Milton Keynes for another driver. Once you arrived, finish the high priority passenger service to London Euston yourself. Okie doke. What? Come on. You're joking. So, master key. New milestone reached. Trophy. What's that? Trophy. You don't get your trophy. 300%. You're 31% next to the level. Hey? Hey? I think I got a trophy there for a milestone on PlayStation, not for the game. Headlights. Day running, yeah. Set the reverser to forward. Look at the reflection there. Look at that. I swear there's been some real... you know, I've not been on it long, but I swear there's some nice refinements already in this. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. We use both. Oh, it's changed now anyway. Now switch to Imperial. I've just noticed top of the screen. The miles, 8 miles per hour instead of kmh or kph, whatever it was before. Have you played a lot of this on Steam today? Did you say you were off today? And you were getting on this as soon as you went live at 4? The 390 will probably be available on its own, but when you look at the price of trains on their own, aren't they normally about 13, 15 quid? 13 to 15 quid? So I thought, yeah, you know what? I was getting, because there was a load of, it wasn't just the 390, there was a fair bit of other content, I think, as well. Is that 12 miles I've got to do? Oh, okay, just put my feet up here then. I don't know how many I've got, routes-wise. I know it's a lot. I think I write mine down in a Google Post-it note. A Google Keep note. Because don't forget, I've got quite a few I got from Turkey. Plus, because of the top-up card I got from work, I get 20% off top-up cards at work, so 50 quid costs me 40 quid. And then I think I've got a Twitch payout on the 15th. Well, I have got a Twitch payout on the 15th. Not quite sure how much it's going to be by the time we get the exchange rate on, but it's enough to cover this. I honestly don't know how I got that Twitch payout, because I don't think I've been streaming as much and had as many subs, so I can only put it down to a lot of revenue coming in from adverts, you know, because the adverts these days, I said to Andy the other day, the adverts seem to be getting out of hand. I think we do, you know. I think we do. I'll have to check with one of the lads who does buy quite a lot, but I'll have to check if we do or not. Because we get 20% off, we get 10% off everything in the store, apart from we get 20% off gaming accessories. So games, control pads, headsets, and top-ups, we get 20% off. So that Sony PS5 disc drive that everybody seems to be scalping at the moment, because Amazon are completely out of stock and the thing's already been sold on there for 167 quid. And its normal retail price is 99. Best Buy in America have sold out, and everybody's either buying them genuinely because they want to buy them ready for the PS5 Pro, or scalpers are at it already. And I honestly thought about getting one today and ordering one, so that I've got it just in case, because if they're not getting they're not available to pre-order. I've heard today they're not available to pre-order until the 26th of September, and for the first couple of weeks or so, let me hang on, break, they're only available on Sony Direct. But then when they become available in stores, I was waiting to see if my shop did the 20% off, like they did with the standard PS5 and the Xbox Series X 4 years ago. they did a one-off deal where they said staff could get 20% off the consoles, and that'd probably sway me to get one, you know. But at full price, no, it's a no-no. Because if I got 20% off, that'd have been kind of the said to the missus, it's kind of killing two birds with one stone, because my old PS5 would have got wiped, cleaned up, boxed up, because I've got the box still in pristine condition, and been given to one of the daughters for Christmas. And that's one daughter down in terms of needing a PS5. So it was a two birds one stone scenario that we're happy to roll with, but not to the tune of almost £800 with the disc drive. No, 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 no. It's weird, you know, because I got 20% off my portal. Because we get sent every 4 months or so, we get sent codes that we can use when we as staff discount codes that we can use to buy things online. And when I did a test run on a portal in the shop and scanned my discount card, it's only not 10% off. But when I put one of the 20% discount vouchers in online, it knocked 20% off. Yeah, that's the other off-putting thing as well, is that they were running, when they were testing it, they were running games that were already 1, 2 and 3 years old. Mostly first-party stuff as well. Of the usual shit they show off, like Ratchet and Clank, Last of Us and Gran Turismo. And like I saw a YouTuber hit the nail on the head when they did that zoom in on that building. There was a bit where on Last of Us Part 2 where there was a tower in the distance, like a watchtower, and they zoomed in on it and you could see the window through the windows and see the detail on the building and see the sign and the wording better. And I was like, who really looks at them when you're playing a game? Speeding it. That cheap viewer's bot Rogan. I didn't see that. I didn't even get a chance to see that. Thank you anyway, Rogan. Oh shit, I'm actually coming up to the station. I was looking at the thing top right about what speeds I can actually go. I didn't actually realise that I actually need to stop here. I think this is pretty sweet on the stopping though, so I might get away with this. Oof.
Ticket checks are in operation at this station. Please have your tickets available for inspection.
I'm wondering if I could hotfoot it down here and do, yeah, do you know what? While them passengers found there was a defib down here. Get that topped. Come on. Don't think there's anything else. Get back on the train. Shit. Run. I'm not being timed on this anyway. Test drive's out officially today, innit? What, your new shifts? Do you know what as well? I think there's a system update for the PS5 today that I forgot to look for. I mean, PlayStation hasn't notified me of it, but I'm pretty sure there is one being rolled out worldwide today that lets you have, lets you customise your dashboard a bit more. Ah, okay, okay. Have you picked up the Crew 2, Rogan, for 79 pence? Well worth it for 79p. Can't even get a Mars bar for 79p these days, can you? Mine, that was. Ah, was it on PS Plus? I thought it was on PS Plus, the Essentials stuff, but not actually on the PS Plus freebies. I can't afford to jump this one, I've got a red light. Slightly over. He'll do. No? Whoa, nothing new. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to get back already. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, set the reverser to off. Is you want me to turn around or something? Exit the train. Or is this where I'm switching over to the other train? Oh, yeah, I reckon I've got to wait for the other train coming. Wait for the Class 360 service to arrive. Right, let's just have a quick nosy inside here. Oh, you can't go in. Milton Keynes Central.
If you require assistance at any time, feel free to contact a member of station staff or use the help point.
It's PS4, but it did get an update. It got an update so it can run at 60 frames, but it's still native a PS4 game, so it can run from an hard drive. It doesn't have to be on the SSD. Rat, good evening. It is Rat, yes, it is. Early access to the new one. So I've only at the moment got the default routes. I haven't got any of my old routes that I own on. I've only got the stuff that comes with this base game. Which, two of the routes that come with it are a little bit confusing because I'm pretty sure we've had them before on Train Sim World 4. But maybe they are different packages in terms of the same area but different routes in that area with different jobs. Pretty sure the metro line, the one that's in LA, they've added freight to it, so that might be the difference. I might be wrong on that though, I might stand corrected. I think this is new. I think this, as well as this route being new, I think this train is new. The 350, and then there's also the 390 that I want to try out at some point tonight. What's that? 44 miles? 44 miles? My God. I was watching it when I got back in from work, Rogan. I was having a brew. I was watching Game Tech stream this because he's an ambassador, isn't he? I'd like to know what kind of the credentials are for being an ambassador. But he was doing the LA Metrolink line, and he was going past a what do you call it, like a crossroads where the cars are supposed to, the barriers come down, the cars are supposed to wait. But the cars were just literally still going and they were glitching and driving through his train. That's, let me have a look at this on the outside. That's leaning a bit, that, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, is it straighten up then? I think we're in for some rainy, you know. Oh yeah, there you go, look at that. Wipers. Now I've got to figure out where wipers are. Horn. Windscreen heater, that's got to be the wipers. Yeah, there you go. That's top power, that is power 4, P4. That's maximum power. Thought it was going a bit gloomy and overcast. No worries, Rogan. Not on the clock here though, am I? Not against the clock. I suppose I've just got to run the service smoothly, do what it says. Make sure I keep my wits about me and don't run any red lights or sudden red lights that are approaching that I completely lose focus and get distracted. Oh, non-driver side wiper. With it not being far off, to be fair, Rogan, I would know. Because I don't know if a lot of other companies will do the same as what we normally do, but for the last 2 years, we've ran Black Friday throughout the entirety of November, and not just made it about the one day. And we've ran with the messaging that, you know, you haven't got to worry about missing out on the best price on anything, because the price you pay now, i.e. the beginning of November, is the price you're going to pay on Black Friday. We're not going, and we extend anyway. We extend our price promise. So if we do, for whatever reason, decide to do any last-minute deals to try and inject some, you know, urgency into the business, because we're not very busy, we'll price promise. We'll give the customers the difference back. So I would, because you've only got about, what, 6 weeks to wait before November kicks in, and then most places might start doing the deals now. So what time did I set off? 10:30. So I've got another half an hour on this in a way. Because what was this, an hour? Just over half an hour left, because this was an hour and 10 minutes, wasn't it, this scenario? bit inconsiderate of this sickness that Sharky's got to come when he's off work. And it could have happened when he was at work, so he got some time off, rather than knackering his holiday up. Moose, yeah, it's on Game Pass, give it a go. The last one was on Game Pass as well. Oh yeah, and then this comes out, yeah. And when he isn't streaming this, you know he's ill. And he hasn't been able to do any stream any Space Marine yet either, because he was going to stream that, I think, originally. I think that was his plan for last night, until he said he was a bit under the weather, and he said he'll postpone and hope he's better for Thursday. And then he'll, with him needing to postpone last night and then deciding to do an impromptu one on Thursday, he could have done this, but not been able to. And he's had the deluxe edition as well, so he got the early access. So I don't know how under the weather he is, whether he's just not up to streaming, he's having a do at this offline, you know, off stream, or whether he's actually in bed feeling right groggy. Well, that's almost as bad as paying for Test Drive Unlimited for early access and the thing not frigging working, isn't it? It's had a bit of a twitchy launch, didn't you, that? You know what I say to that launch of that Test Drive Unlimited? GDM, which is short for God damn, that was a bad launch. I saw a lot of YouTubers on that test drive last week trying their level best to try and show it off in a good light, to try and do various things to try and get it, and it wasn't working. It just not the game, but what they were trying to do to try and you know, give it its day. It just it wasn't playing ball. And then Ubisoft, with a kind of a middle finger to Test Drive, have said, "Oh, we're taking our game offline. You've got an offline mode, so it's not always connected to online." Because these games that are always online, they trip up so many times. Yours wasn't the beta, was it? Yours was a demo. Wasn't yours a demo on Steam? And then when I pre-ordered it, just so that I could play that beta, it looked awful. I mean, it wasn't running very well, and there was this promise of, oh, look, you know, you've not got the final version of the game. Obviously, you've got the beta, and we're gonna on the 5th we're gonna put performance mode in. And then when the beta finished, we found out that not only was it not the final game, it was a really shitty early build of the game that they gave people to play for the beta. Oh, yours was a closed beta, was it? Okay. So I haven't got many steps to do on this. So this must be the chunk of the main run here. This 41 mile trip I've done when I took over this train. I think I've literally, what I'm doing now is stop at the location, unload the passengers, and turn the train off. Oh yeah, no he is, yeah. Stephen Ogg. He's been in a few things, he has. Stephen Ogg. Follow him on Instagram, I do, and he's nuts. He's off his head on there with some of the stuff he does. But I'll tell you what though, for his age, he's in good shape. So I've done 1 hour 11 minutes streaming so far, real time. 20 past 10. So I'll look at that new train, the 390, after I've done this. And then I might have a quick look at that Flix train. "17 miles left." Yeah. Begins with Z. Z. Never once did. I don't think they did in the comics either. I don't think they ever referred to them as zombies. It's thingy tomorrow, isn't it? Or is it today? The last Grand Tour. That's tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, very good song. I was watching. I came out. No, what was watching because I don't generally make a habit of watching it. But I came across a clip on YouTube the other day of Chris Harris, who used to do Top Gear with Freddie and Paddy, and he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience, and there was this segment posted up on YouTube where he discussed the Freddie accident and how 3 months prior to the the accident that nearly killed Freddie Flintoff, he went to the producers and said something needs to be done because somebody's going to get killed. Because he refers to Paddy and Freddie as mates, and he refers to them as the great presenters, the great entertainers, but they're not the pro drivers, and yet they were fearless, especially Freddie, and there was nothing they wouldn't try the hand at. And health and safety was kind of like taking too much of a backseat. And Chris Harris had said and pre-warned them, somebody's going to get killed on this show. And they kind of just brushed it off. And the day that he had his accident, there wasn't enough people around, and Freddie would normally go to Chris and go say, Chris, you know, what do you think of this car? What, any tips, any advice? What shall I do? How shall I handle it? And that day they didn't actually get a chance to have a one-to-one before he got in that car, and he was driving a three-wheeler Morgan. It's a Morgan, he says, it's a three-wheeler, and he was wearing no helmet, and he rolled it. With no helmet. And he was the only one. Paddy wasn't on set on that day. It was only Chris, Freddie and a few of the crew. And Chris was in the like the cabin where doing whatever he was doing, and he heard the thing come across the radio that there had been a crash. Awful. Awful. Dark Zone, I've personally not come across anything major or anything yet, to be fair. I have seen on another stream somebody was doing the LA route, and when his train was going down the track and he was coming up to a crossroad where cars are supposed to stop and let the train go past, the cars were still going, so they were literally clipping and driving through the train. But I've had no, but I mean that's only a graphical glitch, it's not a game breaking bug as such. I've had nothing, no issues to report yet. This is only my first run though. I've done one brief training exercise and then I've just jumped straight into a scenario on the new West Coast mainline route. So yeah, nothing to report yet. It's running as I expect at the moment. You know, you get the occasional hitch with the frame rate, which it's always had, but nothing. But I've seen that happen on the PC version today, to be fair. So I think it's just a general thing of the game. I do that. He's had a few lucky scrapes though as well, hasn't he? Hammond, first with that the drag car that he was in, the rocket, not the, was it a drag car, rocket car, where that was the one that caused him his damage to the brain, wasn't it, that one? And then he had his other one in that what was it called, that car that he bloody crashed, that white car, that sports car. Can't remember what it was called, but I know it was an expensive car. That's the one, the Rimac, yeah. Made in Ukraine, ain't it, that? Sure, that's made in Ukraine. Ukraine or Croatia is ringing a bell, I don't know why. I honestly think, you know, the last Grand Tour, not the one tomorrow, but the last one before that, I don't think I've watched that one yet, you know. And then I think I need to give Clarkson's Farm another watch, because I think I've only watched the first season of that. hydrate there from Mouse. I'll grab a drink in a minute actually when I've done this scenario. Before I do the next one, I'll grab a quick drink. You never played one of these games before then, Mouse? Any of the train sim stuff? Not. I don't think they're updating any of them yet. No. Because normally what they do is when they import them across, they call them they give them the name of the preserved collection, don't they? A preserved route when it comes across. So when the game goes live on, what is it, the 17th? Does it go live this in full? All the routes will be available then, and you can pretty much just go and grab them all. And they'll come across, but they won't have any of the new features. So like with Train Sim 3 to Train Sim World 4. When they brought in all the dynamic weather and the volumetric clouds and fog and all that malarkey with Train Sim World 4, that was only on the new routes for Train Sim World 4, but any of the old Train Sim World 3 routes didn't have any of that stuff, I don't think, if I remember rightly. Oh, you know what? Farm Sim. Completely forgot about Farm Sim. Because that's out November, isn't it? And the more little snippets I see of that looks awesome. That, you know, like the new lighting and stuff on that, and the weather effects. Yeah, it's a lot of money, this game, over the years. The business model of this game, they've got it right. That is their business model, so you kind of just have to suck that up. That is what how they run it, and it's the model they run with. You know, you got your Fortnites and stuff that you run your battle passes, and that's how they make the money with the microtransactions and tempting the kids with groovy characters from movie franchises and cartoons and anime. And this is how how these run, and I don't mind, to be fair. I don't mind how this runs. Quite like this, and it gives you the options of only picking up the routes that take your fancy as well. Any that don't immediately tickle your fancy, you can always shove in your wish list and pick them up when they're in a crazy sales. I think Sharky picked up that Birmingham route, didn't he, for about £6 recently. I think Axel did as well. But some of the routes they brought out for this last year, like the Edinburgh stuff and the 5 Circle, they were brilliant. Brilliant routes they were. Can't wait to get them across on this. Better slow down, got a 55 speed limit coming up. An hour 50. Yeah, just think how much we've spent over the years. I know that the cost of it has been spread, and you know, you won't buy everything. There is some things that just don't tickle your fancy at all. I mean, there's not a lot of the German routes. I haven't got a lot of the German routes, you know, and I haven't got some of the New York stuff as well. So not everything's going to float everybody's boat, you know what I mean? But think about it, over the years, the accumulated cost of what we've spent on routes and trains and vehicles is crazy. I always find good bang for your buck though, because you get, although you only get like around about 5 or 6 scenarios, you've got the living, breathing timetables that you can run, and you can make custom games. So you can run a route and you can customise it so you can run it whatever time of the year you want, whatever time of the day you want, with whatever weather you want. I don't know what it is about this, but I love when the dark nights are coming in like they are now, and then we start getting the winter nights coming in. I love running the winter runs on this, like the cold morning, December morning runs on it, or the evening runs, rush hour evening runs as night is falling really early. I have to keep the brake on in some capacity on this because I'm rolling downhill. If I take the brake off, it starts to pick up speed. Let me just nail this precision stop here, and I'll catch up with chat. Not being ignorant, I just don't want to blow it at the very last minute by derailing the train or running a red light. The wipers off. On, wipers. That's it. I mean, that's a bit of a bug I've noticed, that when I go to the external camera, until I pull myself away from the train like that, I feel like the sound is still sounding as if I'm still technically inside the train, even though I've switched to the external camera. I don't think it used to do that before. Aren't you not supposed to be getting off? It's a bit of a strange cap to be wearing with an anorak. So, reverser. off. Master key, off. And that's it, done. So I'll now get scored. Gold medal. Lost points for speeding. Just the once as well. Really. Even though I know for a fact, unless that's accumulated speeding point deduction into that for the numerous times I did it, I think. For this, no, you've kind of got to get accustomed to the different trains, because some trains are better at braking than others. So it's a learning curve. It's just a learning process of knowing the train that you're on. Right, this train's got pretty sweet brakes, and I know that I can leave the brake until the last minute. Others, you've got to really plan ahead, to be fair. Right, well, that's only because my profile imported across. When you first fire the game up, it gives you the option to port your profile across, and that was the same with Train Sim 4 from 3. You take your profile with you. And then once you've done that, you can pretty much uninstall the older game, which I've not done yet, to be fair. I uninstalled all the routes, but not the base game. I left the base game installed whilst I was sending over my profile. Right, I'm not going to go to the Football Frenzy one. I'm going to go and look at this 390 one, which is the new train. So, to the trains, let's choose a route. Again, let's do the West Coast mainline scenario. So these are your scenarios. These are times. So that one's just taking me 1 hour 10 minutes. This one's half an hour. Then you got back in service, and it tells you on the right hand side which train you're going to be running the scenario on. And these scenarios can vary. They can be passenger services, they can be freight, or they can literally be working in a train yard and reorganising and coupling up carriages ready for departure and stuff like that. So they vary, the scenarios do. They vary in length as well, and difficulty. So those yellow lines and those orange lines indicate the difficulty of said route or scenario. And then along with that as well, if I go to, let me go back out a sec, and if I go to West Midland, so them are the scenarios. You've got training modules, which I've done. That gets you accustomed to any new trains that get added to a route. And you've also got a timetable, which is essentially, as it says there, jump into a lifelike timetable. And I've got 690 services to do on that timetable. So you go on timetable, you can pick which train you want to run. So you can pick any of the trains, and once you pick the train, so if I go with that one for example, which I've just last played, you've got all these timetables that you can run. And I think the time on the left is the time of morning, time of day that it is. And I'm pretty sure the other time, that can't be the time that it takes to do the scenario, surely, because that one can't be, is that one 4 minutes? Maybe it is. Maybe it is 1 hour 3, 8 minutes, 4 minutes, so that'd be a simple one. So that's literally, as it says there, operate the centre coach service to Bletchley to prepare for the first service of the day. That's it, and that's going to take me 4 minutes to do. Whereas that one at the top is going to take me 1 hour and 6 minutes to do. Operate part of this late night passenger service from London Euston to Milton Keynes. And you can customise the weather on these, so you can go across to you can leave it on dynamic weather, so it can change on the fly. Or if you wanted to do a run in the snow, you can. No, I think right. Let me do Let me do a. I tell you what. Let me do a short run. Let me do a shorter run if I can. Let me do this football frenzy because it's only half an hour. The difficulty says it's a bit ramped up, but let's do it. And that's on the 350. I think when you've completed a scenario, you get scored. You get XP and scored on your own main profile, and you also get XP towards the route that you've done and the train or vehicle that you've run as well. So, unanticipated football match has just wrapped up in the Wembley Stadium, and London is finally coming down from the excitement. Passionate fans are gathered to take the trains home, but there aren't enough trains for all the fans. Assemble a service in the depot, then hurry to Wembley Central to get everyone home. So, it's going to want me driver's seat. Sit in the driver's seat. So look how the time of day on this has changed. So what are we here? 6:30 in the evening. And the lighting's completely changed. I love the lighting on this. I have to go. Can I? How do I get up there? It's not going to let me climb up there, surely. Can you jump in this? Nope. So how the hell am I going to cross that barrier? Ah, there's a little teeny weeny opening there. Come on, costing me time already. Shut the door. Shut the door. So, master key in. Reverse it. Forward. And then it wants me to go where the lights on this. I forgot where the lights are. Already. There. There. Let's have them. Night light. Let's have night light. Let's go. So stop at location Wembley Stadium, which is only 619 yards away. I don't know if you can remodel your character on this, because I'm kind of stuck with this guy. But I modelled him, when I created that character, I'd recently watched Unstoppable with Denzel Washington, so I modelled him off that's the only reason I picked that character on. I gave myself that avatar is because I watched Unstoppable with Denzel. So I was like, yeah, there you go, Denzel. And I'm pretty sure his name in that is called Frank, and I'm sure my character in this is called... Oh god, I'm going too fast. There you go, because I'm yapping. Because I'm talking away. Yeah, there's a creator club, isn't there? There's a creator club in this now, as well. I think I read something as well, that at the last minute on one of these trains, I can't remember which one it is, but they've had to pull... some of the design of the train because the licensing, they've got an issue with the licensing on it, and it went pear-shaped at the last minute. I think they had agreement when they were developing it, but then it got pulled. No, the XP and all the stuff for the leveling up, there's no unlocks or anything like that. It's all there to play. Nothing is locked behind the need to level up. It's more for bragging rights and a case of keeping a track and a stock on how long you've invested your life into this game. So set it to maximum brake. Set the reversers off. Master key off. And I've got to switch sides. Let's shut that door. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I knew that rang a bell. Oh, so I've got a couple to them, so... Well, they've added a new feature to this, called route hopping, which hasn't been in this game before. And route hopping is essentially like if you've got two of the routes have always run independently. So when you want to go on a route, you go on a route, and you can pretty much run the length of a route from start to finish, end to end, back and forth, and so forth. But if they've got routes that are kind of connected in the real world, i.e. they're close to one another, you can walk through a portal on this, and without going back to the main menu, you can literally go into that other route, and all the weather conditions as they were in the route that you were in are taken across, so it makes you feel immersed as if you've literally just gone into another station, and then you crack on with more timetables or routes. It's funny though, Rogan, because back in the day, remember that time when Keymailer we used to get a load of keys? But I think Train Sim stuff now on Keymailer is only for Steam, for PC, not consoles, unless they've pulled the lot now, and you can't get any. I don't know how many it's got in total, but Rogan has said that he's got about 31. I think he counted. I'm not quite sure how many I've got, but I've got a lot. I know I've got a lot. I'd have to wait until I've got them all installed next week. We can install them from the 17th and bring them across and into this game. So that's the good thing with this game, that across the different iterations of the game, you've always been able to take the routes that you've bought with you. The only caveat to that thing of taking routes across with you is that, for example, I think I've said, with Train Sim World 4, with the routes, the new routes that came with Train Sim World 4, the base game, they introduced dynamic weather and clouds and stuff, volumetric clouds, and oof, that was a bit rough. So you get the dynamic weather, the volumetric clouds and fog, and that is with all the new routes. Oh, I wasn't. I thought I got to Couplem Pillock. But then the old routes that come across from Train Sim World 3 to 4 don't get those new features, unless they decide to remaster the route, which they have done for a couple of them. But any new routes that they then create after Train Sim World 4 come out has the new features. Max brake. So reverse off again. Open the internal cab door. Boop, boop, boop. What did you just ask me something as well? Is there a map? There is a map. And this map on this game is supposed to be more detailed than what the last map was. because now, look, it shows you labels on the tracks, whereas before it didn't show you that. And I'm sure as well, I might be wrong on this one, but I thought it showed you what the route number or service number the train was. But either way, that's a nice new feature. And with this map, if you have to do any reversing into certain sideways, you can control your levers here. You can also get out the train and do them manually in the the game in first person. And that's, look at the size of this route. Open the inner nose door. Okay. Oh, this is new. Open the internal cab door. Sit in the... Why does it tell me to do all that? Is that something to do with the airways or something? The aerodynamics of it? Because they're now coupled and joined. That's weird. These screens. Night light. Do I need the light on in here? Probably not. Should be alright. Reverser. I've done that forward. Yeah. Look at the fog here. It will, Rogan, yeah. It looked great in VR. Has it got a VR mod, this? Have any of them had a VR mod yet? I bought a PC just to play Euro Truck and American Truck because I got sick of waiting for a decent truck game on console. all the different attempts we had at truck games on console, and they were absolutely piss poor, weren't they, Rogan? but that might change soon. Did you mean what? A VR mod for this? I wonder if the Quest 3 will be a good price on Black Friday, because the Quest 2's been discontinued. So I wonder if the Quest 3 is going to be a crazy price. Because my lad's got his eye on one, and with him working now, get a job, I think he's going to buy his own. Because every time I buy one, it turns out to be a fad, and I get rid. When I get bored, I get rid. Because I don't play on it enough, and when I do play on it, I can't handle it like you. I haven't built up my legs for VR like you have. I play for about 20 minutes and I go green and feel sick all day. Never ever fully built my legs up. And there'll be like 3 months will pass by, and the kids will suddenly come down and go, "Can I borrow the VR? Go on Beat Saber?" And I'm like, "I got rid of it 3 months ago." You're like, "You didn't, did you?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Oh, why?" I'm like, "Because I wasn't playing it." "Yeah, but we wanted to." "That's not fair." But with my lad having his own money now, I think he's on about buying his own, and it'll be his own, so I won't be able to pilfer it from underneath his feet and sell it when I'm skinned, or sell it when I'm on a new game. Oh no, I'll check that out in a bit. Whisper it me, Rogan, if you can, so it doesn't get lost amongst my chat. Cheers, Rogan. You're very much correct in what you're saying about that ATS main menu, though, Rogan. Set the reversers off. Master key art. And I've got to switch sides again. How bizarre. Oof, God, jumping out like that. I was going to the train one coming, wasn't it? Bit dangerous, this. Don't do this at home, kids. Don't mess around on the train tracks. Let's wave these passions up. Let me just get rid of that out of the way. There's all these people now, aren't they, saying about this PS5 Pro, saying like 700 quid, 800 if you need a disk drive, because you've got a stack of discs like I have, and there's folks saying, oh, you get spend an extra 500, 400 quid, you can get a really decent PC that'll knock spots off it for that. And they've got a point. Yeah, I've got a point. That Mac Anthem, that was in... I'm sure that was in a freebie or a pre-order bonus on the last Farm Sim game, you know, that Mac Anthem. Positive. What doesn't make sense about the PS5 Pro is the pricing when you convert our price into dollars. Or the what did I converted something the other day and I'm like we're getting proper ripped off. Suppose the train had gone past me then that way. Yeah, because when you can, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what I converted $699 into pounds, and it was like 530 odd quid, and I'm like, yeah, we're getting ripped off again here as usual. We're kind of rocking all over the place here. If the trains are rocking, don't come a knocking. Oh, yawning here, getting tired, but I want to do another one of them routes. What time are we on in real life? I'm on a late tomorrow, so it's not too bad. Still got to be up early to get the kids ready for school. Make sure they're up and they don't snooze their alarms and get up late. But then I've got a couple of hours of chilling before I get ready and go work. And then I'm off Saturday. You have to keep your wits about you on this. It's very easy on this game to get distracted and just start waffling, completely lose focus and miss that on the oh shit, you know, like I am now, and realise that I'm speeding. But yeah, waffling, and then on the top right hand side there where you can see what colour lights and what speed limits are coming up, to miss that there's a red light coming up and that I need to brake or stop to wait for another train to go by. So this red light, there's a red light there at the end. I need that, there you go, it's changed. But there's another red light appeared, hopefully that one will change as well. But there's also a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up. So I need to start easing off the throttle in a minute. Stick the brakes, well, I've eased off the throttle, I need to make sure I get the brakes on. So let's apply minimum brake now to start getting that speed down gradually. Start shaving some speed off now. When it drops down to 40, then immediately jumps back up to 50 again. But I've got a red light there that I need to change before that. Let's apply a bit more brake now because I need to get that speed down pretty quick before I start getting told off. Welcome back, Rogan. Got a real downhill slant here, so I need to keep some brake applied. Stop the train rolling and gaining speed. Now I've got an uphill slant. Right, okay, put some power on then. I think this is going to be their new thing as well. You know, I think this is going to be a yearly thing now with these. This is going to be their business model going forward, to have the old annual release with a couple of new routes. But like I say, I don't deprive them of it. It works for them. It's good. You know, it suits us. Everything's optional anyway. There's no pressure to buy stuff we don't want or need. You just buy what you want and enjoy what you want. To this day I still haven't got all the routes. There's some that have just not taken me fancy, to be honest. There's some routes I've got that I probably would never have paid for normally, but I got them, I think, back in the day when they were dishing keys out on CD. Key mailer quite a lot for them. Oh, hello. I want that book, it sounds awesome. Oh, press one button. Pelic. There you go. Let's see how we get. What if we get a goal for that? Gold. Speeding again. Got done for again. What game? You want what game? Right. Continue. Right. Let's main menu it. And shall we have a look at Frankfurt? Is the hang on? So what's that Vetron called? The new Vetron. 193 Vetron FT. So this first scenario here, 45 minutes, is running on the new Vetron. Oh, it shows me in the picture there. Dipshit. So issues north of Hanau means trains are being diverted back. Run around your formation before heading back to Frankfurt. Come on, let's try this so that we can try out this Flix train, shall we? Oh, I haven't tried that 390 yet either. I think that's a 390 there in the picture. And now heart rate raiser. Hello driver, you'll be driving your usual service today. We'll keep you up to date of any problems along the route. Okie dokie. So, load passengers, what side are we on here? Left. So left door's unlocked. Yeah. Set the train brake to running. apply power to get moving. Took a while to get going then. So how long is this bugger? Whoa, stuck. Now this run I'm doing, mouse, is timed. They might be it. Must be it. She threw them at me in a mood. So I've got to kind of hit and stick to a timetable with this. So I've got to get to this station that it's telling me to get to, which is 2 miles away, by 12:06. And look how it's measured in feet here instead. I'm sure it was yards on the other one. So I've now got to kind of like acclimatise myself to these different distances here. And this is where I'll get tested because I've not drove this train before, so I'm not quite sure on the braking. That plane is that a plane in the sky? Look at that. Brake 4, I'm on 5. And we've done it. Pretty impressed with that. So get the doors open. Now I'm on level ground, where it says 93 miles an hour on the almost the middle of the screen. It's also there saying 0.0%, meaning I'm on level ground. So I can pretty confidently here release the brakes, ready to get off and running. without the risk of rolling backwards or forwards. What's this? You're going to have to turn around after stopping at How and make your way... I didn't read any of that because I was too busy yapping. What doors? So 7 points, yeah, so we'll keep on going. I haven't got to turn around yet, have I? No, right, okay. Who has a deal with Airbus? Are you taking the piss? Dovetail have a deal? Are you being serious? Yeah, airport drops, I bet you. No way, as if. I know, again, going back to me watching Game Tech this afternoon, he was doing a run in LA and 3 fighter jets went past. Or 3 like, you know, well, yeah, fighter jets. The only thing I can say, really, went past. I love the dashboards on these trains. They look like proper cosy if you were sat at a desk in an office. Like proper cosy chairs. Nice layouts. Me, I was born in the 70s. Yeah, I'm an old, no, you know, I'm not a spring chicken, me. Sorry, mouse. So what we got here? We got to be there by 12:16. Did I get that other? I didn't even notice if I did that other stop on time. Yeah, with the old Pong game. Hours and hours of entertainment on that. Pong. Yeah. Yeah, I'm semi still going strong. I feel my age these days. You know, it takes a little bit longer to get up out of a chair or up off the floor if I have to crouch down and stack shelves at work. It takes a little bit longer to get up and down than it used to. Let me just concentrate on this bit, because I've got some weird speed changes going up here. Like I can go suddenly go back up to 62 mile an hour, but then drop straight back down to 37. It's kind of hardly worth it. I think I'm going to get ready to go down straight to 37. Nice route this as well so far. I do think it's getting a little bit gloomy. I think we might get a bit of rain again here on this route. Oof, I didn't slow down in time. So I'm currently speeding again. It's funny, you know, I go on about my age, being a 70s kid, or 70s baby and kid, and yet at work the other day, my boss who was younger than me, but doesn't look it, was saying, and you got younger looking, because I wear short, like cargo shorts at work, because it's quite warm in the building, and because I do all the deliveries. And it's like, and you got really young, youthful looking legs for your age. You look like your legs of a 21-year-old, and yet you're nearly knocking on 52. So I've got to wait until 12:16:05. So 25 seconds. You're going to need to uncouple from coaches round run around them and couple at the other end before we continue the series back to Frankfurt. Uncouple 7 vehicles. Oh, here? So let's release the brake. I haven't got far to go on this one, so I won't go too far. I didn't, you know. I need a brew in a minute. I might make myself a brew, a hot drink before bed. So this was a 45-minute run, this was, wasn't it? It said, this scenario. So let me just concentrate on making sure I stop where I'm supposed to. So set the train brake cutout to cutout. So that's where there. If you push forward on the left stick as well, let you zoom in like that to the dash, so you can get more precise on the buttons. Set the train brake to full service. Set the reverser to neutral. Headlights, high beams dimmed. Set them to signal lights. And then finally set the master key to off. Job done. Head to the other cab. Okay. So, to other end. Where was it? There, that seat. So, master key. On. High beam dimmed. Forward. Cut in on the power. Apply power to get moving. I can't switch to exterior view. Yeah, with it, some of the scenarios, once you get, if you say doing a passenger run, if you get any, let's say, spanners thrown into the mix, where you have to abort the scenario, or you got something on the track or a flood, then it normally ditches the time limits, and they need to schedule. So, ooh, wrong button. What time did I set off on this scenario? So 12:01. So I've been doing it 22 minutes. I've got another 22 minutes to go. With this being a 45-minute scenario. Oh, I haven't messed up here, have I? And I was supposed to have lined the tracks up. I don't think I have. Welcome back, Rogan. Oh, have I overshot that? You want me to switch to external view? Don't know what I've done to mess that up. Neutral. Lights to signal lights again. Set the master key to off. And head back to the other end again. I'm off to the other end again here. I've done the window instead of the door. Contact the signal to access the carriages. Proceed at restricted speed. Proceed at restricted speed. Yeah, that's Matt. That is Matt Peddleston. I think they're streaming on here as well, then, aren't they? Because they do dual streams, don't they? Oh my god, I failed. Oh my god, how did I get away with that? Compo claims going on at the back there. Jesus. Am I? Oh, I can do the accent. No, I'm nowhere near. Uh, right. So, should we get out this? No, this side. You sure? No, we're gonna have to switch ends again now, coupled to these. I'll jump me through all these hoops. Game. Wait until 12:30. Getting away with getting on schedule with this. Keeping on schedule, should I say. It almost looks like the training track, you know. So I've got left about 12 more minutes. No, no. Them videos, it's one where he gets angry. They go with a lot of stuff they do, don't they? They're dead funny. There's so many things they go with. Can't go external camera again. How bizarre. I could when I went and coupled the what's-a-majigs, but I can't now. When I coupled the carriages. Plane again up in the sky there. Might overshot this one if I'm not careful. Oh, I'm late. I'm behind schedule. Never do that again. Stop. Jesus Christ, 2 minutes behind schedule. Holy moly. There we go, get back out again. Yeah, pretty much. I could have pushed it a bit more, to be fair, because I think the speed limit at one point on that long stretch I did was about 93. And I eased off the power and like set it around 85-ish. And I could have pushed it a bit more. Rogan, no worries at all, buddy. I'll be back on it again, possibly tomorrow night, but I am on a late at work, so I don't get into about 8:30. If that, then failing that, I'll be on for definite Saturday morning because I'm off Saturday and the missus is at work, I think. But thanks for popping in, Rogan. Gotta be careful here because I've got a red light. I cannot afford to go beyond this point. Oh, it's gonna give me that. That's fine. Way too early, but it'll give it me. Oh, that's it. Job done. If I get a gold there, I'll be amazed. Oh, did. Still got a gold. So speeding, hard impact as well. That was awful. That was awful, that. I can't promise I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to have a quick look. Because I'm getting tired, unfortunately. Well, let me have a quick look. There's conductor mode on this as well, actually, that I've just remembered. And I've not spotted where you do that yet. Not in the main menu. Creators Club, Training Centre, Trains, Route Tasks. I don't know you do conductor mode, but conductor mode is on apparently. So I'm not going to do one of these, but let me just have a nosy at the scenarios. See, it's still listed that I've done the 3 that I've done. That's weird. That's a really good one as well, that one is. Through the Fire and the Flames. So I wonder if these have had the Train Sim World 5 treatment in terms of the graphics. En route to the ticket, okay. Thank you, Mouse, thank you. And then let's have a look at the, where's the other one? San Bernardino. See, they are new. They are brand new scenarios. All 5 of them. So the first job on a scenario on there that runs with the new 390, there are 40 minutes, 45, and then an hour. I can't fit one of them in now because I'm getting too tired. I really am. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm tired, is I'm gonna knock it on the head there, like I say, because I am at work tomorrow. I'm not at work till late, but I've got to be up early anyway because of the kids. So if I'm allowed to do this, I'm gonna raid Train Sim World Official. If Matt is on. So make sure I've done that, spelt it all right. Train Sim World Official. Yeah, I think I've done it right. So I'm going to raid, if Matt's still going, I'm going to raid Matt. And looking at him, I have another brew before bed. And I will be back on either, like I say, tomorrow night, no promises, but if I can, I'll fit one in. If not, then I'll catch up with you all on Saturday morning, if you're around. If not, I'll catch up with you some other time. So take care everyone, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.